If you told me I had to choose one handgun for the rest of my life to do everything, this is the gun I would choose. What's up guys, it's Leverboy, and I'm not wearing my gloves today. Today we're gonna do an unboxing of, I'm gonna say it, my all-time favorite gun. As of right now, 2025.
Yeah, you better fix that.
The handgun I'm talking about is the HK P2000. Let's do an unboxing. I got this pistol at Turner's. It only came with one 10-round magazine. Since Turner's is located in a blue state, I got neutered on my magazine. But Turner's had a great deal on these HKs, and I had to pick one up. You get the pistol, you get one 10-round magazine right here. Get an HK sticker. I have a million of them. And back here, you get your other back straps that come with the pistol. There is a small, medium, large, and extra large. I currently kept on the medium because the medium to me feels the best. Okay, so you get 4 back straps all together. We get our little ATF notice. We get the most useless lock in the world. And then we get the beautiful HK P2000 and P2000 SK operator's manual. Look at this thing, man. It looks like there's a hint of vintage. Y'all might think it looks white right here, but in my eyes, it kind of looks like it's off-white. Looks a little vintage. This manual will tell you everything you need to know about the pistol. Take good care of this. Keep this in the box. So that's everything that came in the box. Let's take the pistol out and show you what we're working with. Oh yeah, it also came with this little rubber HK band, and I just decided to keep it on the pistol because it actually feels pretty good. It rides right there on this finger, or you can kind of push it down and have it ride on the middle finger, but it feels pretty good. Okay guys, like I said, this has become my new favorite pistol, and as you already know from my previous videos, I have a P2000 already, and I got it from a trade that I made a while back with one of my other firearms, okay? Here's the P2000 that I already own. Now this one here is from 2003, I believe this one's serial date was. I can't remember exactly, but I know it's 20 plus years old. And just a side by side right here, if you want to see what a HK looks like after 20 years, there you go. Pistol still feels really good. Okay, before I start talking too much, let me rattle off the dimensions of the P2000. There's an overall length of 6.85 inches. There's an overall height of 5.07 inches. Overall width side to side of 1.37. The barrel length from here to there is 3.66, and your sight radius from there to the front is going to be 5.55. The empty weight with a magazine inside the gun is 24.96 ounces or 710 grams. Now the pistol comes with 13 round magazines, but since it came from a blue state, I got shipped a 10 rounder. And we're going to talk about these magazines here in a little bit. What makes this gun stand out to me so much is, other than its HK reliability being the best there is, and HK was my first love, the firearm manufacturer that I fell in love with at the beginning. I've never put a compact gun in my hand and had it fit the way this one does. This one, it seems like every time I grip tighter on the gun gets viced down a little bit tighter. So that helps me manage like recoil at its max because of the grip that I always have on the gun. Plus, when I present this gun out to go to shoot, I'm a person that balance means a lot to me. If a gun does not balance correctly in my hands, I don't love it. I might shoot it, but I don't love it. But this one, even with a loaded magazine, balances very nicely. It's like there's like the front end and the back end, neither one is more than the other. And if I ever had my choice to choose which way a gun balanced, I always prefer a gun to balance more in the grip rather than in the barrel. That's why I don't usually attach a flashlight or anything to my guns, is because it just ends up making it front heavy. I don't really care about the recoil management because it's 9mm you're shooting, not 44 Magnum. Now, I got the gun at Turner's. Like I said, they had a great deal going on, and I'm pretty sure all of you other HK P2000 lovers out there got this deal as well. You know how I know you got this deal as well? It's because when I went looking for some more magazines for my beloved HK P2000, I saw that they were sold out on every damn website that I looked at. Every website I looked at, there was no more 13 round magazines. Now you sons of bitches.
Oh, now, don't say too much.
Now you sons of bitches out there that love the P2000, God bless you. I need some magazines, okay? What I was forced to do is the only magazines that I have found available was the neutered 10 round magazines. So better than just having one magazine, I went out and ordered 4 of these neutered 10 round magazines. Okay, it's better to have something than nothing, I guess. But if any of you have any 13 round magazines you would like to donate to the channel, I'll be happy to take them off your hands. Okay, because at this point I'm desperate. The 13 round magazines, even though it's only 3 more, it's still 3 more I would like to have other than, you know, the 10. And what I had always planned to do was take the 10 round magazines, even though I do have one already that came with the other P2000, I always plan to put the spring inside here that gives you +2 or +3, whatever it is. But to my dismay, I found out that you cannot put the spring in the neutered 10 round magazines. It does not hold it. If it has a little space right there, it will not accept. Now, I do have a 13 round magazine. It's the only one I have, which is right here in my other P2000. And the rest are your damn neutered magazines, 10 rounders. Let me give you a little size comparisons. I got a few pistols here. I want to show you the size comparison with the P2000 versus a few other ones. That way, if y'all have any of these other ones, you can kind of see the size of them. Oh, well, before I forget, I will say that the P2000 takes the USP compact magazines as well as your HK P30, P30L, and VP9. So it accepts all those magazines. Take this big 20 rounder that I got right here. Watch this. What? Look at that craziness. Yeah. It does fit in there and works, and you know, that's nice. I have a few P30 magazines that are 17 rounds, but you know, in all of them, well, here, I got one right here. So this is a 17 round P30 mag, but when you put it in the A2000, you know, it sticks out right there. And I know they make some sleeves that kind of fills in that gap right there, but I don't want that. I want flush fitting magazines. That's why I need at least 4 or 5 of my 13 round magazines. That's why I have plenty of them. Because like I said, this has become a new favorite gun of all time. I want plenty of magazines for this gun. Okay, well, since we got the P30 right here, here's the size difference right here between the P2000 and the P30. Let's do this right here so you can see tip to tip, back to tip. Let me put a regular magazine in the P30. Take a look at the size. This is the P30L, not the P30, which has a shorter barrel on it, grip. So you can see how the P30 is a little bit longer, but the P2000 is long enough for me to get all 3 fingers on still. Let's compare it with the popular P365 XL. And yes, I have rubber bands on this grip. Don't knock it till you try it, man. It feels amazing. This is the size comparison right here between the XL and the 2000. Okay, now the grips, well, you know, I got the extended magazine in the XL, but you can see where it cuts off at. The 2000 does have a little bit longer grip. And then you can see the thinness. The XL is a little bit thinner, but not by a lot. Not by a lot, not by my eyes at least. Okay, and then here's the Beretta 92 compact. Pretty close in length on these two. And then on grip, 92 is still a chunkier little girl. I'm not sure who's thinner. It's pretty close. A really good comparison to me is the little brother to the 2000, which is the SK and asked me if I have one. What? Look at that right there. Yes, yes. I fell in love with the 2000 so much that I went and bought the SK. We'll show you what these two look like. I can tell you right now from just shooting both of them and feeling them, the weight between them is 1 ounce. 1 ounce of difference between these two pistols. It's the length right there in the barrel. It's just a tiny bit shorter. Now I have the pinky extension on the magazine, but it would really cut off, you know, right there if this was a flush fitting magazine. Show you the grip. That's the difference in them right there. The SK is just a tiniest bit easier to carry, but it's not a lot, okay? It's really not a lot, but it makes a difference, you know, and it kind of, the grip kind of falls out a little bit shorter on your palm right here, but it still feels really good to me in my hands. But I'm gonna do a separate video, unboxing video on this one and show y'all everything that came with it. There's a couple things I did change out when I got my 2000. First of all, I changed out the magazine release. The one that comes on this one and the one that comes on the USPs, very small. I went to hkparts.net and I ordered HK 45C compact magazine release. That's the mag release that fits the P2000s, and it is bigger. I think I got some B-roll footage I can show y'all that compares what the old one looks like compared to the new one. The new one is a lot easier to get to. I do have plans to update the sights. As you can see, it just came with white 3-dot sights. They're not tritium or anything. They're just straight up white sights. There was a trade-off to Turner's great price, and that's pretty much what it was. I will eventually get some tritium sights and put on there. The other update that I did give the pistol is I updated the hammer spring to an 11-pound wolf spring, and that made the double action a lot more manageable. Let's take a look at that trigger. So here's your double action. Yeah, the trigger's pretty smooth and it breaks nicely. So let's look at the single action. Now there's some take up and then you hit some kind of wall. There's no defined wall. It's like a CZ to me. It is a squishy break. You saw the little creep for a second and then it broke. The break kind of surprises me each time, but that's the type of break that it is. And while you're shooting it, there's no problem with it. It works just fine. So let me show you the reset. Boom, all the way out there. I do have plans to put the short reset in here. I just haven't done it yet. But you know what? If I never do it, I don't care. That doesn't bother me. Having a super short reset doesn't bother me. My trigger finger will be slapping all the way out here every trigger pull anyways. Okay, so I'm at the end of it. Now I'm gonna pull the trigger again. We gotta go back a little ways. And then we hit that wall again, the first fake wall, and then here comes the squish. Boom, and then it breaks, okay? It breaks just like a CZ does. My CZ75, it feels almost exactly like it. Man, just putting this gun in your hand, in my hand specifically, it just feels like it's made for it. Every time I tighten up with my fingers right here, it pushes my palm up into the beaver tail even harder. I'm getting like the most vice grip feeling I can do on a gun. That's why I feel like I like this gun so much, is because of the way it's letting me grip the gun. Okay, let's go through some more features. It's got ambi slide stops on both sides. So you got one right here and then you got one right here. They do have a Picatinny rail, one that's right up here, and it does take the Streamlight TLR7, which I do plan to get for the gun. The decocker on the gun is located right here in the back. It is sometimes a little difficult to get to because it's so close to the hammer. I wish they had been able to like scoot it to the left just a little bit more because it's so close to the hammer, but other than that, I don't have a problem with it. It's out of the way of my thumb. There's not very many videos on YouTube about the HK P2000. This is the most underrated HK gun, maybe gun in general, there's ever existed, because it got discontinued 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, whatever it was. Of course, the gun gets discontinued as soon as I fall in love with it and discover it. I kind of always wanted to feel what the P2000 felt like, but I never had a chance to really get a hold of one. Then when I finally did, hello, my dream gun of all time, where have you been my whole life? And they get discontinued. Just my luck. It's a really nice gun. It's a very nice gun. I mean, to me, this is a USP. It is a USP. It's just a compact, slimmer version. If I had to keep one or two guns forever, the rest of my life, it would be a P2000 and a USP. That's just what it would be. I'm a SIG P226 lover, and that's all never going to change either. And that's always been my number one gun. But this one, they beat it. I'm not a lover of plastic pistols, but if I do ever fall in love with a plastic pistol, you know what? It's going to be HK. There's not a lot of videos on YouTube about the P2000, but guess what? Leverboy is going to change that. Any of my P2000 people out there, join up on the channel. Join my Patreon, actually. I would love for you to do that because I plan to make a lot of content with this P2000. And in fact, I'd love for y'all to join my Patreon if y'all haven't already. Just donate a buck or two to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. Okay, next up, I'm gonna do an unboxing of the P2000 SK and let y'all get some up close shots of it and everything and show you how it compares to the P2000. Make sure to like and subscribe, and please join me on Patreon. Links for everything is down below. Take care.